Job Vlog.
Okay, everybody's telling me about Resident Evil 2. Unofficially, Resident Evil 2 Remake, Reboot. I'm not going to just get by with calling this Resident Evil 2. Now, most of what I have to say about the game can be expressed, I'm sure, in the one-shot demo I live streamed on Twitch. I don't feel terribly inclined to continue with the game because, well, I don't like the idea of replaying a story I've played before. Oh, well, there's so much new and different. Then why is it called Resident Evil 2? Because it's easier for these game companies to just hark back on the nostalgia. We'll set the game back in the old time. What is it? Is it set in 98? I think the first game might have been set in 98, even though you played it in like 96. Quite a few games took place slightly in the future, back in the 90s. Hell, even Metal Gear Solid. Look, I'm for advancing the storyline or coming up with a new franchise before the game industry circles the drain with Hollywood, where everything is a reboot and remember this property, franchise. AAA games are like that. I wonder who's going to go out of business first. And if you support Resident Evil 2, you're saying, give us more reboots. And you know what? There's a lot of game journalists out there that are totally okay with that. Hey, unwhiten the past. Give us more reboots. But add the diversity to it. That's what they want. Oh, I don't want to have to play as white people in a game. Give me some options. Oh, hey, that was a good game, but, Snake is white. Can we make him something else? That's the kind of message you are telling these publishers. Maybe that's not directly what you want, but that's the way they're reading it. Oh, look, reboots are really popular, but we need to do some kind of gender or race flip to really put our stamp on it. That's the way they're going to infer it. I guarantee you're going to end up with more reboots, especially as this game's been popular, and they're going to go that route. They're going to go the SJW route because that's going to be the easy way to put their signature on it. Oh, well, we just couldn't do the same game. We wanted to modernize it and make it more inclusive. Now, from a gameplay perspective, okay, the graphic style now adds more realism and changes the gameplay dramatically. I never had an issue with the tank controls. I felt like I had enough control over the situation that was presented. I was playing a puzzle game with zombie cameos. That's Resident Evil classic for you. Oh, I'm going to have to really say classic on this. Oh, that hurts so much. But then it became an action franchise, and it turned into like Mario Brothers with the coins coming out of the things you were killing, and it got bad. Very bad. Did it return to form? Well, okay. You got a grittier, more serious zombie game, and now everybody cusses a whole lot. I don't like hearing Claire drop the F-bomb. Sorry, that's me. I realize people might say that during the zombie apocalypse, but who's she even talking to? No one. Oh, well, she's being edgy for the gamer, right? I don't have the controls in this game to handle the situation they're giving me. I don't want to deal with the tyrant whom... Look, I don't know why they're calling him Mr. X. I've tried looking this up. It says in the novelization of Resident Evil 2, Claire refers to him as Mr. X. Never said that in the game, but now everybody calls him Mr. X. When the hell did this start? When did people know that his name was Mr. X? I didn't realize there was a novelization of Resident Evil 2, the 1998 PlayStation game. If you're reading a novelization of a PlayStation game, maybe you should have just bought a PlayStation. Anyways... The guy's unkillable. It's a waste of ammo to put anything in him. You don't get any reward for taking him out temporarily, and he'll just continually pursue you. So it's like, what? Alien Isolation without hiding mechanics? I like sneaking through there. You don't have the same abilities in Resident Evil 2 Reboot. You don't. And the game actually gives you multiple Mr. X's, XI, maybe, because they're chasing you through different points. I guess he gets cut in half, and now you have another one whose trench coat isn't even torn. There was a guy who did a speed run and came across two of them on screen at once, attacking and killing them, ruining a speed run. But hey, he's like, well, that was a nice little Easter egg. I just made it worthwhile. So I don't want to play a game that I have a difficult time controlling, with an unending boss battle telling me a story I already know. Oh, but it doesn't end there, folks, because Capcom decided to give you options to make the game more like the old game if you paid for them. There's actually DLC options in Resident Evil 2. Shameful move, Capcom. Oh, well, you got to get everybody to buy the deluxe edition, don't you? Oh, well, you don't have to. You can buy the regular edition, already a $60 full price game, and then pay extra through PlayStation Store, whatever they call it over there, Microsoft Store. Yeah, pay extra for options to add the music from Resident Evil 2 to the game. And the sound, well, I guess the sound effects. I don't think you have the option to go sound effects or music. But if you want to play a game with no music, that's the basic game for you. We had unlockables back in the day. What do you got here? Well, you have to buy more costumes. You don't unlock them because that is so 90s to earn your reward. No, now you have to pay for your skins like everybody else. Looking at you, Overwatch, for making this the cool thing to do. So if you want to reward achievement, creativity, and get something new, I strongly advise you to put your money in that direction.
Like, comment, share, follow, subscribe. Vaughan Jog Vlog is made possible by your support on Patreon. Patreon.com/Vaughan Fry. Because Google.